Yes, sir. Good to see you, Jace. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. Nice. All right. Welcome back. We have a lot of news today. Once again, this NFP week is gonna be deadly. All right, tomorrow we have another one. Friday we have the biggest day of the week, the NFP, the weekly closure, all coming together. Right now, currently we have in around 8 minutes the initial jobless claims. We just had the ADP non-farm employment. Didn't came out that good, to be honest. All right, doesn't mean we're gonna go up here. We're gonna talk about this in the short-term, long-term, mid-term expectations. Right now, we're looking very strong in the higher time frame for gold. We're going to talk about the lower time frame though for a second as well at this particular moment. All right, looking forward to see what we have to offer today. Before I go and start and dive into it real quick, before the next news comes out in 8 minutes. A lot more news, right? 8 minutes and then 15 minutes and then 30 minutes after we will have a bunch more news events coming along here. So price could shoot towards, it could go all ways, G's. It could go all ways here. Okay, looking forward to talk about it right now. At the moment, gold is pushing up already. All right, so a lot of guys are going into shorts right now, but you see that gold is starting to push 8 minutes before the news. So that's important stuff here. Let's see what we have with us today. As always, supporting the channel. Let's get the music a little bit lower. There we go. And let's dive into it. Let's dive into it once again. Our inception right there. There we go. Yes, sir. Okay, fantastic. Maria, good to see you. Christian, good to see you. Too Wavy, good to see you too, my friend. Absolutely fantastic. Great to see you too, my man. Absolutely incredible. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kanish, my friend. Martip, yes. Tech Gamer Boy. Miss School Love from the Philippines. Shout out to you, man. Zizo. Tech Gamer Boy. Daniel Berger. Riku. Leo Messi. What about gold? We're going to talk about this right now. So much news coming, man. So much more news coming here. Gold's pumping, right? Dollar is pushing down. We are currently at that critical support here. Let's talk about it first. A couple very interesting things in regards to the dollar. Dollar has been trending. Dollar has been coming down right now quite aggressively ever since we opened this week. So this whole week was bearish for the dollar and gold was holding there, right? We talked about this in our last stream 2 days ago when we were talking about the stream here. We said about gold, keep a very close eye on the daily time frame and keep a close eye on that support there. Do you guys remember? Okay, the 2484, 2472, right there. We talked about both numbers in that manner right here. We talked about this zone. We talked about this zone. We talked about potentially holding here eventually, right? At first, we broke the first level. We never closed below it though, all right? We never closed below the daily support. And that's why I always say I never like to short into daily support, especially not when we reach it. When we're literally in it, I don't like to short into daily support right there. But, you know, gold was very weak at the time. It was a slow grind, beginning of the week here. If you take this to the 30-minute time frame, you can see right now that, you know, we came down, right? We had the weekly open here. We started to come down here. We consolidated practically for 2 days. We dropped into the daily support. we kind of bounced, we didn't, we still took out the lows again, and then we went for it. But overall, you can see that we held that low, we held that daily. So daily looking strong for gold here. Same on the weekly time frame, right? Really strong bullish weekly candle right now as well here, as well as on the futures chart, same thing as well here, right? We pulled back and we're bouncing from it. So gold is holding up very well, very strong currently at the moment. The dollar is slowing down once again, and the reason why is because of the fact that currently at this particular moment the news came out, the ADP non-farm employment came out here, and we actually came out lower than expected. All right, much lower than expected right now. The only thing that I see currently is if you zoom in here and we go to the 1 hour time frame, specifically right now, we are still in this range. We're gonna kind of getting rejected from this area. All right, this area of consolidation right here, kind of in this range. You can see that we are pushing back from that range right now, and we have news coming in around 5 minutes. So is there a way where we can remain bullish on the overall time frame, the higher time frame right now, until at least mid-September? So we are still making new highs until mid-September, to then potentially look for a reversal for gold on the higher time frame. But until then, just potentially look for a continuation play. Is this what's happening here? These highs are still not taken out, and it might not be taken out until the NFP. Who knows? All right, something like that we could figure out as well here. So, for example, what happens if you just get rejected? Right now we have the fixed range chart profile here. This is the POC right there. All right, this is also the previous weekly at the same time. So we have a couple of levels here. A moment. What happens if you get rejected? We pull back. All right, we set in a higher low and we just continue to drive up again. Something like that. Couldn't it be better to pull back, anticipate on a pullback, to then potentially look for bullish continuation, right? Pullback, bullish continuation, something in that manner here. Also, when you look on the 4 hour on the dollar is reaching also some critical key levels at this particular moment. So the dollar will find somewhat of its support right now. And if you take this to the 1 hour, there is a very strong negative correlation. All right, a very strong negative correlation between gold and between the dollar. You saw this also in the 30-minute time frame. You know, you can see that on the last 30-minute candles, there is a minus 0.9% negative correlation between gold and between the dollar. So the strongest you could think of currently. So if the dollar decides to bounce short term, then gold is going to come down potentially in the short term as well, right? So we have a long-term bullish play here. The question is now, what about the short term, right? Is there a chance that in the short term we can pull back and we can potentially look for somewhat of a reaction play here? So what I've done, I have my funded accounts here right now at the moment, and I have just placed 2 small shorts right here, okay? 2 small shorts currently. If it doesn't play out, it doesn't play out, okay? We are remaining bullish, we remain strong. But the way we're getting rejected here, and now also with the initial jobless claims in mind here, I do think it's important to mention that if the dollar indeed does bounce from this 4 hour, you could say the month, right now, knowing that there is a strong negative correlation as well, in the short term, you know, potentially coming down to remain bullish on the higher time frame, then is that a short that we can take currently, right? And that's why I decided to enter a position. I'm currently a little bit of drawdown here. I have some good news though. At the same time, we have now also a 150k funded account, and we are up around 3.8k, almost 4k on this funded account right there. Okay, and then of course we have our 50k account right now. We are up around $500. So in total, we're up around $4.3 thousand on both funded accounts here. Like I said before, I'm going to scale in. I'm going to get funded on multiple accounts. I started small. I'm now scaling it up. We're up around $4,500. Would be nice to get like a $10,000 payout for something like that at the end of the month, right? Slowly, not too crazy, slowly, not too much risk, all that stuff here, okay? So all very important that we remain bullish, but I still wanted to take a small trade here. I already actually took a trade on an entry model, but we're now a little bit of drawdown here. So let's see if the news will stop me out, or if the news will actually cause me to roll over here on our 150k account right now, and if this is just a trap. So we're just continuing to drive further, practically during the initial jobless claims. Could happen as well here. So the only thing that I'm interested in to see if there is a chance that we could occur and we could remain below the fixed POC, or the value high, stop loss above, that we pull back, and then from here, only looking for upside. Only looking for bullish continuation because of the higher time frame. So lower time frame looking for a shorter pullback, higher time frame still at this moment looking for bullish continuation. That's the idea. That's the thought process. Okay. So let's see if that can happen here. What do you think about Funded Next? I think they're good so far. I have to see. I have not received the payout yet. I just got funded with them. I'm testing it out right now at the moment. We have news now. All right. The initial jobless claims are coming right now here. Can we pull back? Or are we just going to go through the moon here? Stop us out. And yeah, whatever. We're up around $1,000 on this one today. So this is 50% of our profits. We will, our stop loss is around 50% of our daily profits. Okay. Something in that matter. You guys know risk management is absolutely king. Absolutely critical. Okay. In order for us to see here. Once again, this came out better than expected. The initial ADP came out worse than expected. So we're kind of a little bit on the, on the neutral side here right now at the moment. On the 30-minute time frame, we have been there we go. I think we're tripping here a little bit. I see on the DXY that we only have 9 minutes left. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But anyways, we are still pushing down a little bit further. So we'll see if we hold below here. And if there is a chance of pulling back in the short term. And then from there onwards, only looking for buys. Only looking for long buys here. So short term scalp would be nice. Give us a little bit of a breakdown here. Amir says, sir, for today I need an $80 to finish my 2-step in challenge as a start for real. Can you please help me to finish that challenge today? My man, don't be so forced that I need it today. You need it. You don't need anything today. You can wait another 2 days, 3 days, 4 days if you want to for the better setup, if that's your way to go here. Right? Don't feel forced to get into your last trade because you're so close of passing it, getting your last trade. And then at that moment, don't feel forced to enter a position because you feel that you have to pass it right now. That's a massive issue I've seen with myself as well when I started out. Is that I couldn't accept that I was so close to passing a challenge and then I had to do it the same day. And then before you know it, I was down again 1 or 2%. And the price didn't go in my favor. Okay? That's it. We're currently holding the previous weekly POC. Did you see it? Yes, I talked about it. I said it indeed. We talked about it. The previous weekly and the fixed POC are aligned here. Same level. Currently, indeed, in the same level right now. Not really reaction. It's currently still pushing up. 50% of the profits from today. Still wanted to take a short. Still wanted to get into the pullback potentially. Trade the pullback. See if it's reliable. And if that is not the case, then we will see after. We will see after. By the way, I have some really interesting stuff for the dollar, guys. Looking forward to talk about this as well. Jack said, let's go about it, but 650k accounts on Funded Next. Thanks for the discount. 700k funding between FTMO and Funded Next now. Woohoo! Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah, I'm also working on Funded Next. 200k FTMO, 200k topstep, 250k. Topstep is funded. The rest is still in process. But yeah, I decided to go into the prop space as well. So yeah, good luck, man. Good luck on your journey. Good luck on your journey, my friend. That's fantastic stuff. Good to hear. Really nice. Still holding up strong. Dollar is in support though. Dollar is in support though. Let's see. Minus 150. Minus 4. Lorenzo, how long do you do backtesting? A lot. We can go over it later on. We can go over it later on. Yeah. Seller stepping in. Price is still pushing. Price is still pushing. Let's see where we close this 15 minute. It's 15 minutes. We're looking currently on the futures chart, by the way. We have the gold chart right here as well on the 15. All right, same thing. But right now we're looking at currently at the futures chart because I need to pay a little bit more attention towards the account itself here. Next news coming in around 7 minutes. 7 minutes currently. We're a little bit of drawdown right now at the moment. No problem. We're up around $1,000 for the day on this account. 4.5K on total. We're going to take a payout at $10,000. My idea was we're going to get rejected here. We're looking for the continuation during news, and then we're looking for bullish continuation eventually to take out highs. We might even consolidate here for a while before moving in that before actually moving in that direction. But yeah, let's see. Lorenzo, when did you pass your 150K? A couple days ago, man. 2 days ago? Something like that. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Yeah, we said we wanted to scale, right? So we wanted to get into the 50K. We wanted to add on 150K. Once the first payout comes, I think we're just going to go all in, right? You buy 5 accounts and you just pass them all at once. Mihai says, Lorenzo, 1 week ago I joined the VIP, best decision ever, and I started to start your lecture series during the weekend. On Monday I bought 10K challenge and at the moment I'm in profit 5%. Wow, that's amazing, bro. Bruh, that's amazing news. That's amazing news. Yes, we're currently closed. So the VIP is closed. There is nothing you can buy from me here. It's just going to be the live streams. And that's it. That's it for a couple months. Looking forward to, you know, to be here with the YouTube fam. The reason why we're closing down is because we want to, you know, we want to slowly scale it. We don't want to like overdo it and be too greedy and say, oh, we need more people, more people, more people. It doesn't work this way. I've seen it in communities going wrong when too many people join at the same time. It's better to have to do it in waves. So yeah, we're going to be closed for around 2 months. We have people asking, yo, can I still get in? We said no, man. Not possible, G. Not possible. All right. A big shout out to the trading floor, everyone who's involved here. Incredible stuff. Amazing to see you. So keep it up, guys. Keep in mind, we still have to fix very high. Our stop loss, I mean, it should be above the high, so we still have this overall trend now holding us back a little bit. Okay, so we have that trend right now at the moment holding us back right there. Slightly. And the news is coming in what, like 4 minutes? The next news, I think that's going to be the biggest news of today. So yeah, the biggest news is coming, I think, in around 4 minutes from now. All right? Unless it's mixed again. Unless it's mixed information. So unless you have like the... Oh no, sorry, the biggest news is my bad. No, the ISM manufacturing PMI is coming at 10, all right? 10 a.m. here. So it's still 20 minutes from now. An hour and 20 minutes from now. So yeah, an hour and 20 minutes left. I don't know why I thought it was like in 3 minutes. Bro, what indicator do you use to see the book map or the book? You can look at the book map. It's called the book map. It's called the book map. Yeah. Lorenzo, why choosing top step over Funded Next? The only thing that we're doing now with your Funded Next account is we're going to get to this $10,000 payout first. Once the $10,000 payout is done, I'm going to scale in. And it's just an easy way to just trade on futures when you're scalping. When you're getting in and out of the market quickly. I just like this way. I like futures now. I'm starting to like it. Whereas on Funded Next, I'm much more serious about the long-term growth of the account. Swing trading approach. Yeah, a couple things that I would like to talk about also in regards to the dollar. Because some thick-ass information that I found or discovered as well here for the future. Which is going to be very interesting. Everyone is currently very bearish on the dollar for the next coming months. And we found some bullish signals potentially here for the dollar instead of bearish signals. So yeah, man. Very interesting. Global says, thank you for your 100, congrats on 100k sub. Was there for a few days. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, man. Top step, easy. I'm working on it. I mean, the rules, I'm still figuring the rules out, to be honest. I mean, you have all these consistency rules and all that stuff. That's why I cannot take a payout now. If I could just say, okay, I want to have my payout, 4K, done, easy, $4,000 in 2 days, done. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You need to have 5 consistent profitable days first. Yeah. But overall, I'm pretty pleased so far. Pretty pleased so far. Five days of 200 and they don't have to be consecutive. Yes, exactly. You don't have to do this all 5 days in a row. That would be nuts if they would say you have to make at least 1%, 0.5% a day, 5 days in a row. And if you don't do it, you will not get your payout. That's not what they're doing. You can have just five profitable days. I believe it's like 0.5%. So it's nothing too crazy. Rick says, what about you have 130 pip stop? That's insane. Well, welcome to news trading, my friend. Welcome to news. What is MGCZ? That's gold. Yeah, it's micro gold. All right, 5 contracts, micro gold. It's a little bit different. It's the same, but it's different. Same, but different. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, do you think you can get? Do you think you can get to the $10,000 payout, or you want to go higher? I think at $10,000, I'm gonna say bye bye. 10 G's, baby, bye bye. And then from that moment onwards, whatever, man. As long as I can keep my account, I'm fine. Yeah. G20 said the unemployment news is not too negative. What do you think? Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all, but the ADP is not too good at all either. Terrible numbers. So yeah, it's a very mixed sentiment right now at the moment. Very, very mixed sentiment for the dollar. But the dollar is now in that low. We are now in that demand. We are now in that support, you could say, right here. You know, we did create that higher high internally. We did create that high. We are now retesting this potential higher low. Potential. And with potential, I mean there is a chance that we bounce from it short term. So yeah, would not be the first time that the dollar does something in the manner and holds above this initial range. And if the dollar holds up, then I see gold dropping in the short term. I see gold dropping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're in at support now. Currently at the moment. This is another tool. I use this tool sometimes as well. It's a valuation tool. It measures how if you're overvalued or undervalued against gold. Right here, you can see that. We type in gold futures, and then we are seeing if you're overvalued or undervalued. Dollar and gold tend to go hand in hand sometimes. Gee, I'm still confused how to plot the value area high and value area low. Okay, show me now. Yeah, the very low is here, and the very high is here. You know, you see that gap, you see that dark spot, right? The fixed very high, and then the fixed very low. Right, these are your outside levels right there. The POC is the red line, right? So right in that imbalance, or right in that imbalance, right in that dark spot here, the unhighlighted zone is what we're looking at. Okay. Yeah. I just see that Jackson Robinson deposited or gave me a super chat of $89, $99, sorry, $90. Sorry, I didn't see that, my friend. Big shout out to you, Jackson. Let's go, brother. About 60, 50k accounts for the next. Thank you for the discount. 700k funding between FTMO for the next now. G. Very nice, G. Very good. We're gonna use this for the giveaway tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's giveaway day. You know it. Tomorrow's giveaway day. Or is today Thursday? What day is it? Damn, what the fuck is going on? Yo! Today's giveaway day, man. I just realized it's Thursday today. Wakey, wakey. Okay. Fantastic. 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 Initial jump screens, of course. Jesus. All right. There we go. Yes, sir. So, you know, we're fully closed with the LTA VIP. All right, we're fully closed. So we're going to just give away a nice, yeah, funded challenge. Is that what we're going to do? I think so. Yes. Come on, flip. Flip, come back, pull back to the opening price of the week, retest the Sunday open, and go and take out all the highs. All the highs from there. That's what I want to see. A nice flip, pullback, highs. So we're anticipating now, at least I'm anticipating now, a short-term, yeah, short, followed by a long later. That's what I want to see. Lorenz, did you gain 2% on your topstep funded account yesterday? No. The day before. The day before and today. A little bit today. A little bit today. Yeah. What do you think about topstep leaderboards? I don't know, man. Like, what about leaderboards? What about leaderboards? I don't even know. I didn't even know that the topstep had leaderboards. To be honest, no idea. Dollar bouncing, okay? Dollar bouncing. That's what I want to see. I want to see this dollar, not this one. This one. Sorry, this one. I want to see the dollar indeed bouncing here. That's what I would love to see now at the moment, right? This 4-hour bounce. A nice 1-hour flip, or a little bit of a push up here. After that, push down into the 4-hour, into 4-hour the month. You could say, okay, so something like that. 618 Fibonacci. If you utilize this, tapping into that range, and then a bounce would be nice for the gold, for gold to pull back to the Sunday open. That's what I would love to see here. Are you going to opt for an account or cash when they invite for an interview after you receive a payout? I think I'm gonna go and keep my account. Yeah, cash out 50%. So we might have to make like 15k or whatever, or 12.5k, a little bit more, man. Yeah. I always believe in long term. I'm not a big fan of quick in and out, quick money making, then starting a challenge again, passing that, wasting time, depositing it again, and then get a new account, do the same thing over. I mean, you could be ending up making the same amount of money. So it does not really matter. But yeah, why not stay funded? Why not just stay funded, right? Why not just stay funded? That would be the ideal. Globus says, why do you need to buy a new one? Could you stay funded and buy a new one anyways? The thing with that is that yeah, you can choose, right? So either you cash out everything at your first payout and then you lose your account and they give you all the money, or you cash out 50% and you keep your account the first time. If you don't want to have all this headache, then very simple, just get into Funded Next. Get into Funded Next and buy a CFD challenge. Is the Bookmap a paid service? Bookmap is a paid service, yes, sir. It's a paid service, yeah. You have to buy the data as well. So, yes, sir. Ramin says, doesn't this look like consolidation manipulation expansion on the lower time frame? It starts to look like it right now at the moment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have this consolidation, we have this expansion or manipulation, and if we do get the expansion, the Sunday open, that would be the ideal case scenario, right? Getting towards the Sunday open. Well, let's see. And then from there, boom, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. We can see if the dollar is actually strong enough or if this is just a short-term bounce. And if it's a short-term bounce and it pulls back again, then gold will potentially come up again, like something like that. So yeah, I mean, could be. It could definitely be. It could also be a consolidation expansion with trades with continuation. So we have to wait and see right now. But we are, you know, getting rejected from that range. We have a big range right here as well. So we're in serious resistance now. We are in some serious resistance for gold, right? Which index need to monitor while trading US oil, like gold and US dollar relationship? What I always do is I don't look at oil specifically. Oil is a very individual commodity. But what I do with oil is I look at the other energy commodities. So if you want to know what it is, then I can explain you. For example, for oil, we have right here the energy commodity section. All right, so you have now oil here. This is your oil. Then this is your natural gas. Then this is your heating oil. And this is your gasoline. All right, so you have gasoline, you have oil, you have natural gas, and you have your heating oil. And what tends to happen when bigger moves, come into play here, you can see that these guys are following up. They're all trending the same. They're all trending the same. One is a little bit more aggressive than the other, especially natural gas. Very volatile, very volatile. But when you look at gasoline and heating oil, you can kind of see what's happening. So for example, if you see a setup on oil, that's one layer. If you have a setup on oil that you think, oh, that makes sense. That's something that I think that that could be something. Then what you do is you look at gasoline and heating oil as well to see how they are looking like. And what you will see usually is that oil is already there at your entry, but these guys are not there yet. You might have to then wait for these guys to get there to then look for the entry. if that makes sense. So you actually synchronize yourself with the other pairs. That's how I look at oil. All right, that's something that you can utilize when looking at oil specifically. Yeah. Yes, sir. We're holding up above the fixed POC now at the moment. So let's see how we close this hourly. We close this hourly kind of in around now. So let's see what we can do. Time to hedge or time to set in this this hourly bottom wick. Let's quick load the dollar index as well here. All right, there we go. 4 hour. Kind of giving us this this vibe. 1 hour, setting in the bottom wick. Okay. Yeah, be patient, man. Patience. Rex's liquidity is above, not below. The thing is, you're right. You're 100% right. But yeah. It has been there for the past 4 times already. We thought that here, we thought that here. So currently, I'm patient. I'm patient. This is where risk management comes into play. You're not going to win every trade. I also accept that I will not win every trade, especially around news days. But if I end up the day positive, I am completely happy. I'm fine with taking losses if I get my. In the end, it's about making money, man. It's about making money. But for now, what I want to see is the consolidation, manipulation, and then the expansion to the downside. I still think that there is a chance we could pull back to the Sunday open to then see if we can look for consolidation to the bullish side. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows in this case? I love news. If it comes down though, I think buys are definitely interesting. 100% interesting. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely aiming to go into a to close my sell. If we pull back, right? If we pull back, very interested in closing the sell, and then instantly start looking for buys. Yeah. Ooh. We close below the POC on futures. That is always a good sign. You're taking a trade on the 50k and 150k? Yes. Yeah, same trade. How many lots do you use per trade? It depends on what contract. It depends if I trade with my private money. It depends if I am trading with a funded account, the size of the funded account. It has all kinds of different rules. But I'm not the guy that over risks too much though, yo. I'm not really that type of guy here. In swing trading, I will be much more aggressive. Much more aggressive. Much more aggressive. You don't think about the previous weekly Sunday open. The thing is, we smashed through it like it was nothing when we pushed up. So for me, that's an important factor. That's an important factor for me when we are just slicing through it like some butter, right? You didn't see any reaction from it, nothing. So for me, that's an important factor, definitely. What do you think about the NFP? Yeah, so my thought process was, why taking out that liquidity now? Why taking out these highs now? If the, with the NFP coming tomorrow, right? The biggest day of the week. If we want to go for the highs, then wouldn't it be better to let price come down first lower, buy, and then go for the highs and swipe it during the NFP? That would be the ideal case. So my question is, are they going to take it out today? Could be. Or are they going to do it tomorrow during the NFP? I would not be surprised if it's the NFP here. Dollar is holding up, or does its job to hold up. Right? Dollar does its thing right now at the moment. As long as we close below the fixed PVC, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. Yeah, the thing is with the dollar, right? So the dollar right now at the moment, guys, everyone is so extremely bearish on the dollar at the moment. And the reason why is because everyone is talking about the rate cuts, right? The rate cuts are potentially coming this month. And everyone thinks that the dollar is just going to go down south and it's just not going to continue to recover. Okay? And that's one big layer here. Now, instead of thinking, and like this is always my thought process here, like what kind of ways can I discover, or what kind of tools, or whatever the case may be, what kind of tools can I develop to understand and get a better understanding of what's actually happening behind the scenes, rather than just looking at the dollar news, right? If you go on Bloomberg and you read all these articles about how bad the dollar is doing and how bad it is going to be, and everyone's saying, yeah, the rate cuts, the dollar is going to dump, everyone is extremely bearish on the dollar right now at the moment. And then I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Let's see if this is actually the case here. All right, so what we then do is we look at the dollar itself and we look at the CT data. You guys were familiar with the CT data? You guys know it right now. If you're in the chat right now watching, type in a yes. You know exactly what the CT data is all about. We have been talking and covering this already for the past weeks, right? The amount of longs positions on, on whatever. Commercials, right? The producers, on the large speculators. We talked about that as well for gold, right? As well as the retail traders, all right? The retail traders. That's what we have been talking about here right now. And look at this pattern that we discovered here for the dollar right now on the large speculators. So this is the limitless LTA concept, large speculators net positioning. And what you can see right now currently is that we are always working in cycles. The dollar has been trending up since 2011, all right? 2008, you could say. Since the crisis, we started to come up, funny enough, all right? What you can see here every single time when the dollar creates, or when the net positioning of the large speculators, the hedge fund managers, the trust fund guys, right? These fellas, when they break out of that trend and they pivot and they break that high, right? So they break that initial high here. We start a new cycle, a bullish cycle, right? This was a 280-day cycle when it happened. Happened here as well. 70, 80-day bullish cycle. Happened here. Okay. As well. 650-day bullish cycle. Okay. 650 days. That's a year, almost 2 years. Okay. Almost 2 years. And look at what we're forming right now at the moment. You guys can see the 5th potential cycle coming into play right here. Can you guys see how well we are potentially breaking out of this trend here? Waiting for that pivot to happen. All right, we have seen it there. 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 Historically, when it comes down to the large speculators in the market, history tends to repeat itself. All right. That's what we're seeing right now at the moment. When we do break above here, I said large speculators, net long USD, waiting for a breakout confirmation. That's a buy signal for me for the dollar. So that's one layer, right? Instead of speculating and looking at Bloomberg articles to see what's going to happen, what people are saying about it, right? I look at previous historical data of what the big boys are actually doing. What are the big boys doing at this current moment? That's my question right now, right? But if the winners are winning, and if the large speculators are so good at determining the cycle shift, right, determining the price of the dollar, have such a big impact as well on the dollar price, then what are retailers doing, right? And if you look at the retailers, currently, retailers are bearish. 4-year bearish extreme we're talking about, all right? Retail, so guys like you and me, in general, statistically spoken, right, based upon the net positioning, the unreportables are now at a 4-year low, right? So we're at a 4-year bearish extreme at this current moment. So retail is extremely bearish, right? And every time a retail is bearish, oh, price comes up. Retail is bearish, price comes up. Retail is bearish, price comes up. Right? So you have the large speculators now setting up for a breakout. Not there yet, no confirmation yet. Retail extremely bearish, the 4-time bearish. So I look at this tool. We're developing a bunch of tools. I'm looking at, okay, how many times did this happen? How many times was the dollar extremely bullish and retail bearish? And it only happened 5 times in the last 20 years. Historically speaking, 5 times in the last 20 years. Okay? 100% favorable for the large speculators. Why? Because they have more information. They have more information about the projection of the dollar. So I use this information and then I come to the conclusion and I look at the weekly time frame and I say, how likely is it for this trend to continue here? Okay? We can talk about news, articles all day long, whatever the case may be here, but how likely is it that this might come into play here, right? We're in an uptrend still. We're still in a weekly uptrend. We're still breaking up here. How likely is it that this area of consolidation might swipe us out in the short term? So it might give us a low, right? Swipes the lows, followed by a run, a new cycle. How likely is it that we're gonna hold that weekly support, that weekly demand here? And how likely is it that we're gonna break that weekly support, or we're gonna break that weekly demand? That's the question to ask. And once we're there, and we are then internally breaking highs on the daily time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, then with a lot more confidence you can say dollar is strong. We're setting up for major swing positions. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm building out these tools. I'm doing a ton of back testing now, making sure that everything is absolutely packed with data, actual outcome here. And that's why I'm gonna enjoy my life in the near future, and I'm gonna fully focus on swing trading the markets, utilizing a lot of fundamental data, utilizing the technicals for timing. Okay, but overall, I must say, I don't think we're bearish yet. All right, we are currently still trending down. We're still currently weak, but the market tends to run, and these patterns are pretty accurate. This is not your lagging indicator. This is not your RSI or your MACD. This is a fundamental tool that has been utilized for years. Okay. Very interesting stuff. I am much more leaning towards bullish side of the dollar in the next coming months rather than bearish side. But keep in mind, you need a long-term approach, right? A long-term vision about dollar and not a short-term vision here. So the question then will be, how does that, or how will that affect gold? How will that affect the rest of the market? That's another layer, and you can take that step by step further to get into your positions. All right, G, that's what we are currently looking at. with the dollar. So yeah, don't trust news, don't trust speculation too much. Trust and follow the big boys. And then in the meantime, we're scalping. We're scalping the market a little bit. Getting some payouts, enjoying life, doing the live streams, having fun with you guys, doing some giveaways. But in the meantime, we're building bigger things, right? And we're always looking at the innovation and we're always trying to think, okay, what can we do next to take the community to the next level? Because the last thing that you want to do is sitting behind your computer 6 hours a day for the rest of your life. At least that's what I assume. I think you want to enjoy life a little bit as well here. So this is great. It's a great foundation. It's great for education. It's great to make some money, but long term to enjoy life, right? It's time to constantly develop and innovate. Music. Yeah, we're still hovering around, huh? Still hovering around. Not strong. At the moment, we're still relatively on the on the weaker side here. I mean, we just swiped the lows now as well. Wouldn't be for gold if we you know, consolidate, expand, and then manipulate and then expand down. That's why I'm looking at Sunday open. If we can bounce from the Sunday open, I'm all in for buys. I'm all in for buys from there. For now, I'm not buying. I'm not buying in resistance, obviously. Only buying, only selling in resistance. In this case, not buying into resistance. We can buy lower. So it's either a short or nothing, and waiting for buys. Something like that. So yeah, a very interesting dollar perspective. Cycles repeat itself. Okay, same thing for the euro. The euro is actually in a weekly downtrend. Internally, it's all good, but on the weekly, it's all that matters here. And this is all made to time everything better, right? If you use, I don't care if you use supply and demand. I don't care if you use horizontal support and resistance. I don't care if you use volume profiles. It's all about the bias first. Getting and creating a bias for yourself. Because with that bias, you build confidence. And with that confidence, you go from the higher to the lower time frame. And even if you want to take it to the lower time frame, patience is all that matters. And you can always scale into your positions on the lower time frame, right? I'm not saying that you have to swing trade and only take that one big trade as a swing. No, I'm saying that you are aware of all of these factors. You take a trade, and then you can go on the lower time frame to do whatever you want to do. If you want to scale it, based upon LTA, based upon the opening, the volume profiles, everything in that matter. So there are a lot of ways to scale it as well. Skinny D says May aligns with the Fed pivot fallout if rate drops are true. Price historically acts opposite first, which is strong dollar and weak indices outside of common expectations. Thanks for sharing, man. Thanks for sharing. How's the name of the indicator you use for the dumb money and smart money? We have a free indicator now. All right, this indicator is completely free. It shows you at least the foundation. You get familiar with the foundation. Okay, and this one is right there. You can get this one for free by joining our Discord and then clicking on the LTA indicator section. And then you add this one to your favorites, right? You click on this link and you add it to your favorites. Once you have done that, you get the understanding of what retail is doing, what large speculators are doing, and so on and so on. Okay. And that's a good way to get started. This is automatically updated, so you never have to change anything. This updates week by week by week by week automatically for you. Your goal is to understand the difference between the previous week and the current week, or the previous month and the current month. That's kind of what we're trying to understand too. Market access has still powerful indicators. It's rare to see fundamental indicators which are based on real data. Yeah, it's not, you know, the beautiful thing is with these fundamental indicators is that they are not lagging. So they're actually, you know, created to predict, which is much more interesting than a lagging indicator, right? An indicator that just says what happened in the past right there. So yeah. Yeah, we're literally hovering around a little bit right now at the moment. We came up, we came down, we came up. Gold cannot make up its mind to, right? We swiped the highs, we swiped the lows. Now we're back in the middle. Check out the NASDAQ. Yeah, we can check out the NASDAQ in a second too. I'm just very curious to see how we hold up here. We're still below on the futures chart. This is gold on futures, so you know you see the same chart here, but this is just on futures. We did not create the bottom. We're pulling back up a little bit. Yeah, we want to see rejection here, of course. We want to see rejection. Can we drop? Can we continue to drop? Or can we at least get us back down to the opening price? AC says gold is waiting for news. Yeah, for sure. We have news in about like 45 minutes. Again, 20 minutes and then 40 minutes. Hovering around, that's it for now. Hovering around for now. Let's see. So yeah, my question to you, by the way, if you are tuned in right now at the moment and you're listening, then I'm also very curious to see what is your goal in the long term. How do you see yourself? Like, what is the amount of money that you would be happy with making? All right, and I'm not talking about like making $1 million, because everyone wants to make $1 million. I'm talking more what will be like the ideal amount of money for you to live a good life in your country? Because for some people, it's a lot more. And for other people, you don't need that much. right? You don't need a crazy amount of money to live and go full-time, right? To become a full-time version, a full-time trader. Let's see. Second wins is 10K a month. So, I mean, Adi Morris is $100 a day. That's $3,000 a month. If you're talking from a trading perspective, that's $2,000 a month. Second wins is 10K, 15K. Mishma says 15K. DJ says 10K. 5. It's still a lot, right? Like 10K a month. What would be the minimum? The minimum. That's what I'm curious about. Marty says around 2.4, 5, 6. 3K in Germany. Shout out to the inflation. 2K a month. All right. Okay. Yeah, so if that's your goal, right? If your goal is to create like, if you want to like at least get 10K a month, then the idea is of course to gain more capital, right? To build out your skill first. So what do you think is more important? Like building out your skill of having a lot of money to trade with, right? Or wanting to potentially, let's put it in this perspective. What do you think is more important? Building a true skill set, not really focusing on money, right? Instead of that, we focus on the process of making money, or growing your $100 to $10,000, right? This way. Obviously, your skill set is crucial, right? Your skill set is what absolutely matters. So once you build your skill set, the money will follow, right? The money will follow. Why? Because if you can prove to yourself that you're profitable, here you, top step, 150K, 200K funding, boom, 2 trades, boom, $4,000. Is that me having a lot of money and trying to turn my small money into a lot of money, or is it just having a skill set, right? Building out this skill. So once you build out the skill, the money will follow quite quickly. And as long as these funds are here, these prop firms are here, legitimate firms are here, it's all good, okay? Think about this, right? If you want to make $10,000 on a $10,000 account, you need 100%. 100% a month to reach your $10,000 a month. If you have $100,000, right? You need around 10% a month. Of course, you have fees. Anyways, 10% a month, right? If you have $1 million in funding, now you need only 1% a month. So it's easier to gain more capital and to gain more leverage this way with your skill than trying to turn your small account into a bigger account, statistically speaking. So I do think that's the better thought process, right? Bring in the skill and then work with it. And once you're actually there and you're like, okay, now I'm consistently profitable, but now I'm stuck. Now I'm trading every single day, 4 or 5 hours a day, because I have to make this amount of money every month. You know, so I need to trade 4 or 5 hours a day. I need to be behind my computer, right? That's when the process comes into play. Now that's where you're like, okay, now I make money, I have the skill. Now I want to enjoy my life a little bit. So what's happening? All the guys that started out as day traders and scalpers usually end up with swing trading, setting up their processes and gaining more capital. And the reason why they're doing that is because they want to enjoy their life a little bit. They want to make sure that they can actually do something with the money, right? FOREX is 80% psychology, 20% skills, nothing more. Yeah, I think it's definitely more skills than psychology. That's what I believe. I think you have to really focus on the, you know, especially if you're a data-driven guy, you need to know, you know, what the numbers are, right? What, you know, you kind of need to know what the numbers are. So yeah, I'm much more into skills first, skill come first, because yeah, without skill, without the understanding of what's happening, then yeah, you can have a great psychology, but it's still kind of random. Yeah, we have 50 minutes till the news. I think it's gonna be a news trade then. I think we're already in a short. We're anticipating price to come back towards the Sunday open. We're holding up very well though. We're holding up very strong. So we could potentially get stopped out and give some of these profits we made today back. But at the same time, news is news. News is news. And the question is, yes, we have been building all that liquidity and so on here. Is there a chance that we take this out tomorrow during the NFP? And that today will just be another slow grind, like a build-up day towards the big day, like tomorrow, the NFP, the biggest day of the month, the biggest news outcome of the month. Bigger than the CPI usually, bigger than the FOMC as well. So anyways, okay, I check out your winning position on topstep from today. Very simple, man, to be honest. Breakout out of this range. We bounced from daily support. We broke out of this initial trend. We consolidated. We started to consolidate and we manipulated and we expanded. And we took our entry at 25.34. So practically where my TP is now. Towards the fixed VUC. So yeah, that's it. That's practically it. So 26 minutes for this hourly to close now. We have this 4 hour that's going to close in 26 minutes on futures. All right, so 4 hours. 4 hour candle closure coming in 26 minutes on the futures chart. So very interesting. Yeah, the resistance there. We want to see that roll over. Obviously right now, we want to see that continuation to the downside. We want to push us further, at least short term, at least create a higher low. But yeah. Jesus was inspired by two guys that have seen taking $20 to $200,000. What I learned from this guy is simple, but hard to follow. Number one, have an edge. Number two, have discipline to follow it. Yeah. I agree. In regards to the 200 to 200,000 or 20 to 200,000. Okay. I have not heard that one, but yeah, it's possible. I mean, everything is possible. I will not be surprised. I would not be surprised for sure. Yeah. Obviously, when you're more looking at a swing trading approach, the fundamentals become crucial, right? Super important. And when you think about fundamentals at the beginning, you think like, oh man, fundamentals. So I need to take and I need to look at Bloomberg. I need to look at news articles. That's fundamentals. Or I need to look at specific economic numbers only, right? I mean, they definitely have some importance. But I realized quite quickly that you're probably not going to figure out all that information by yourself. We will probably have not all the tools and access to information that most of these guys do have. So based upon that, the only thing that we can then do is why not just track what the guys are actually doing. So track what the bigger players are actually doing and how many times they were wrong and how many times were they right in certain scenarios, certain situations. Right? Then look at the seasonality. What's the forecasting telling us? What's like the average? Right? That's another layer. What's like the forecasting tool telling us for the month of September for the dollar? In September, we tend to have a good month. 73% of the time, we tend to have a good month. Okay, well now we have that data that we talked about. That's already awesome. Right? We knew that there is something, something interesting here. We have us as retailers being at a 4-year bearish low, and we have a potential bullish forecast based upon the last 10 years on average. These are all things that you can take in consideration. And then we work with weekly demand, daily demand, volume profiles. And then we're starting to figure out if it makes sense for us to hold to or not. Yo, Lorenz, check the trading floor. The fam is killing it. Shout out to the family. Super happy with the guys here. We're building some awesome guys that are, they took a responsible, a responsibility in the community. It's great to see them doing their thing, man. Absolutely fantastic. 120 guys now, live in the trading floor all day long. And then people say, yeah, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah. Bro, there are 100 people every day in the trading floor all day long. You think they would sit there, waste their time if what we're doing is not working? But it doesn't matter. We're closed now. We're closed. Nobody can get in. All right? Yeah, gold is slow, G's. Gold is slow on the 5 minute as well. You can see that we have been ranging, and that's practically it. We're waiting for the news in 6 minutes. I think that's what's happening right now at the moment for gold too. There we go. Martin says, first time in 3 years I'm making more winning trades than losses. All right, nice. That's great. That's good. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. In the meantime, guys, let's smash up that like button right now. All right, we have 456 likes. We have 1,500 people watching. On a beautiful summer day. Aaron says, hey man, I joined the VIP. Right on time, my friend. Should I first see the SMC or LTA concepts? The reason why I still have that SMC program is because I think it really helps you with setting the foundation of trading. It's the basics, right? Like market structure, liquidity, imbalances, you know, all that basic stuff. I think it's a really good foundation to have. So if you're completely new, I recommend to start with this and then move to LTA. Then start going to LTA, start studying LTA, and then, you know, take trades with the guys in the trading floor right now. We have Desmond. He's long on the Australian dollar against US dollar from the swing POC. That's an example. But then you can start trading with these guys as well here. So, you know, welcome. Number one, my friend. Good to see you. I recommend to start out with the foundation and then move to LTA concepts. And then head into the trading floor and then start trading with us there. Cool. Okay, check out the NASDAQ. I mean, we can, right? While we're waiting for gold here and the news to come out, we definitely can. We definitely can. Let's see what the NASDAQ is showing us right now. Yeah, so NASDAQ has been raising, it has been coming down now. I think that this is, of course, the low where you want to see the price getting into. So on the daily as well, I think that this is kind of what we're looking at, right? That major zone that we're kind of looking for, right? So that's just a major zone to look at on the higher time frame. Now, at this particular moment, what I'm interested in as well to see is what happens around this bigger range internally. And we already reacted from one level, but I want to see what happens around the 18,740 and 18,525. So these two levels. And the reason why is because, you know, what tends to happen with the NASDAQ, and we also have like an evaluation tool for that as well. So you can also look at the or let me just show you what it is. Okay, this is the 10-year yield, and if we're undervalued or overvalued against the yield, you can kind of see that we're holding here. So for example, we were undervalued here, price held this low, right? It held this low. We were undervalued here against the 10-year yield, price held this low and created a high. We tend to do this and repeat that same process. We're getting really into the undervalued section right now as well here. So the bonds are actually, short-term bonds are actually what drives the exit, let's say, right? When you sell a stock, what tends to happen, what a lot of guys do, like Warren Buffett, for example, he buys bonds. And the more people buy bonds, the more you can see if it's overvalued or undervalued against bonds. At this moment, I actually think that there is still a bigger chance that we might just hold around this zone here and not break this low eventually, or not yet, at least. So yeah, I would love to see price coming to the 18,740 on like the lower time frame, the 30-minute, and then see what happens from there. But we have news now, right? In 1 minute. News trade though. Up and down, up and down. News came out. Very similar. Nothing, not much for now. Not much for now. Not much for now, but gold's definitely looking, it's definitely starting to slow down a little bit. Let's see what the outcome was as well today. Another positive outcome here, 55.7. So that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. 55.7 is actually on the decent side. But that's interesting. That's actually interesting. Let's see how the dollar responds. Doesn't really care. Doesn't really care too much. Doesn't really care too much. Yeah. The big news is in like 15 minutes. That's the last one. The final one. We love charts says, hey bro, I'm from India. I would love to join your community, but let me know how much it will cost me to join. We are currently closed, man. We are closed now. We're going to be closed for 1 or 2 months. But you can join the waiting list as well if you're interested in that. So I highly recommend to just, come on the live streams, download the free ebook, get into the free ebook, start dissecting that, understand what we do here. I am gonna release the second version at some point. All right, so this is definitely something that I want to release this year. Is the second version, and we're gonna release it this year for sure. The second version of the ebook, which is gonna encounter a couple more things here: the correlations, one layer, some fundamentals, second layer. At least more of a swing trading aspect as well integrated. So we have a bunch of things that are coming here. This is 74 pages. The next one will be probably, an actual like real book, right? This was the first edition. So the introduction, You would say, right, when we consolidated, we manipulate the highs and you create a lower low and now a lower high, that this is bearish, right? You would say that we might be looking at a pullback towards the Sunday open like we talked about. But hey, man, news is news, man. So, you never know. Never risk more than you can. We are working with some profits here right now. Even though the setup is there, our setup is there. Please make the first version of the second book printable. It is printable. We have a white edition. We have a blank edition as well, indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Desmond, man, good to see you, my G. Good to see you crushing it. I can see that you're in silver as well. That's fantastic stuff. Keep it up, my friend. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. Very nice. Man, Jolene. Longing Palladium. Euro USD. Different pairs. Guys say we're not making money. There we go. Molly Renz, I've been testing the volume profile on the Asian session for the DAX index and it works wonders. Fantastic, man. Yeah, on the Asian sessions as well. I was trying out the Asian range as well, my friend. Indeed. I have been working with it as well, testing it out. But yes, you're making a good point. You're making a good point there. Guys, can you just ask them if they can just break this? Break this and just do its thing? Thank you. Brandon says, I'm going to come to say what's up at Lions MMA when I come to Bali for a few months. Definitely do that, my friend Brandon. Would be awesome. Awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah, come over, man. Come over to our gym. Absolutely. You will see Limitless, the logo Limitless. This one right here. You will see that logo, the brand itself, everywhere in our gym soon. So I can't wait. Looking forward to see that. What is your prediction for NFP tomorrow? So what I want to see today is I want to see price coming down today to still come up tomorrow. That's what I want. What I'd love to see here is taking out these highs later. But not now. Not now. I want to see a higher low first. So that's why I'm in short now. I wanna hold that. I wanna see price coming at least back towards the opening price of the week, which was here, and then set in a higher low, and then go for the highs here. So that's why I'm not buying now, because I don't want to buy in resistance. We're clearly in resistance. So it's either selling or doing nothing, sitting on our hands and waiting for tomorrow. We chose to do the first one. After the buys today, going into sells today. A quick swipe would be nice. A quick squeeze, that's it. That's all we need. Do you have any special dumping music? Yeah, I do. We have that one song, but we keep that song very secretive. Because it kind of raises the probability with a couple percent. So we have that one song indeed. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a very good point. It's our favorite song. We've been using it for a year and a half. Gold. 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 It's been a while. It's been a while. That's for sure, yeah. The USD pump playlist activation. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Is holding that support here with the dollar holding that support here. Not breaking the lows. Indeed, indeed, indeed. It still doesn't want to go though. It doesn't really want to go though. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. But not really. Yeah, 5 minutes for the news. So last shot. Last shot. You can say, okay, I'm not going to trade the news. I'm going to sit it out. I personally don't like to buy into resistance. The same as what we saw yesterday or 2 days ago when we talked about this daily level. Right, we were there. 2 days ago, you can see it. Where I said, I don't want to short into that level. I don't want to short into resistance and hoping for more downside. So yeah, yesterday we decided to not take a trade at the time because it was just, there was not a certainty. They were just going to break down here. I already saw the 24.45, the 24.09, the 23.89. I saw all these levels coming up. But in essence, what you need to do in order to get there is a daily closure below. We need to see daily closure below the 24.72. We didn't see that. So we closed above it. So the only way was up, right? The only way was up from there. Now we're at the top of the range. Now we are, indeed in that resistance here. So question is, are we gonna take it out today? Or is it potentially a chance that we pull back, set in a higher low, and then go and try to break the highs tomorrow with the NFP? So that's kind of the thought process. Is that worth it? Yes or no? And I think so. So we traded our way up today, and we're now trying to look for the pullback as well. So we risk around 50% of what we make. We end up the day in profits regardless, but there is definitely a chance you get a rejection and then look for continuation to the downside, because I do believe in the potential of a breakdown here for gold now, especially looking at the lower time frame. Yeah, it's pretty doesn't look that great. It doesn't look that great. But let's see. Can't control news, man. Okay, news, let's go. Just do it, just do it, just do it. Let's look at the outcome here. Almost there. Volume starts coming in. Bullish also. Bullish as well. Bullish as well. Yeah, bullish as well here. Dollar is finally breaking. Finally, we were holding in that zone. We talked about that zone right there. We're holding now in that zone. That's good. That is what we want to see. That rejection here. So follow through for gold. That's what we want to see now. Follow through for gold. Let's come down. 25.38 at least. At least 25.38. There we go. Oh, 25.38 on futures, by the way, not on spot. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, that's gonna be like 25.09. Yeah. We were waiting for this one. We were waiting for this one. And I think we're there. I think we're there. So we're going to close some profits right now at the moment. Sell 3, leave the rest running. And close the whole deal. Boom. We're going to probably bounce here very, very shortly. Easy money. Okay. And a quick, nice add-on. A quick, nice extra trade here on top. All right. So we have been sitting in this short for how long? A long time. We did break it. So I closed it, and the reason why I closed it is because of these critical levels for now, which I'm fine with. I'm completely fine with. If we pull back, we'll figure another way out here. But right now, at the moment, you know, this was a pretty steep drop of around 60, 70 pips. Something like that. Something like that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, patience definitely helped out here in this case. Definitely worked, did his thing here today. So that means in total we're up now around 5k on the funded account. 5k on topstep currently. And yeah, let's get it to 10. Yeah, you can see that you're holding support right now, right? And there, it's not unusual for gold to pull back and go again. So, yeah. We were sitting in position for so long, I was like, you know what? It's a good level. The dollar will face some of its resistance now as well right here. Okay, the dollar is now in that resistance there. And yeah, it was time to break, right? We consolidated first, we manipulated the highs. We started to create a lower high. And that lower high was kind of a tell that we said we just want to break the lows now. That's it. Jerome Paul says, thank your uncle for the call before the stream. Thank you, Uncle Jerome. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so dollar indeed holding up strong, like now pushing up. I'm super curious to see where the dollar will close this weekly candle. Because I do think that there is a chance of potentially more downside. I don't think that we're there yet fully. But it could easily be that we're just already bottoming out. And that the data that we talked about is actually going to play out. And if that's the case, it's gonna be a banger. All right, we talked about the dollar potentially holding up. Fundamentals, I have a layout for myself created here. Dollar index fundamentals. And then talking about the fundamentals of the dollar. It's going to really determine everything. It's going to determine what gold is going to do. It's going to determine what the dollar is going to do. What the euro, some of the major forex pairs are going to do. It's just such an important metric to understand if the dollar... So when the new CUT data comes out in around 2 days or 3 days, usually the weekend, so Friday, it's like Saturday for me, and we start breaking, right? We finally start breaking this high, and we start getting more positions in by the large speculators, by the hedge funds. And then I think there's just a big chance the dollar will hold that weekly support and will not break the weekly support. I would give the chance of breaking weekly support 10% chance. Really. Because we have never been in that extreme when it comes down to retail, to us being extremely bearish, and then them, you know, potentially leading into a 5-year cycle, a fifth cycle potentially as well here. So yeah, I talked about it yesterday already, and today as well. Now on YouTube, we're gonna probably post this video and talk about it. So if you want to have more information about it, we'll probably post that video on the channel. We just snip it from the stream and repost it if you want to know more about the dollar and why I think the dollar might hold up very well and is actually holding up much stronger at the end of the month. So maybe not yet now, but at the end of the month, we might be coming up more stronger than we might realize. Rose says, hello dears. Hello Rose, good to see you. Reality Realm says profits plus learning is W. Absolutely, man. Guys, put like a nice W in the chat. It's worth a W. We have been sitting in that trade for, or we were sitting in the trade for from the beginning of the stream. And now we're following, you know, coming out, exit support. We exited at 25.38 on futures, which is at the bottom, I think. So now we have a nice internal range on a bigger scale, and a pullback is not it's definitely something that we have been, you know, seeing. Let's keep a close eye on that range. Well, maybe that's just gonna be it. Very simple, very effective. In and out, waiting for the trade here. Winning day yesterday as well. There might be a scenario where we pull back and just sell off again. Like, there might definitely be a scenario that we pull back and then sell off again here. So for gold, we utilize this range now as our range to pull back to sell off to the Sunday open. So lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Coming back to the Sunday open. Something like that. But yeah, that's the thought process behind it here. I think we're just gonna do the giveaway, G's, because it's Thursday, and Thursday means giveaway day. What do you guys think? I think that's what we want to do here. All right, do a little giveaway for you guys. Trade has been done. This is why our brokers and prop firms running from MetaTrader, because MetaQuotes banned them. That's why. MetaQuotes doesn't allow them. All right. A lot of pressure from the US government, for example, also. So yeah, that's definitely it here. So what are we going to do? We're going to give away a funded challenge, I think, a funded next. Why not? Our VIP is closed, so let's give away something different today. And yeah, but let me see what we have here. You guys can decide 215K or 125K. $215 or 125, you can decide. Ah, people are smart. Ah, probability. Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay, 215. $215 indeed. All right, our VIP is closed, so we are not gonna give access right now. Fun challenge, okay? 215K accounts. Why not 125? Because you know 2 is better. 2 is better. All right. Let's set it up. Let's set it up right now. Why Funded Next? Well, Funded Next has been one of the biggest prop firms right now. They have been growing. I think they went from place 6 or 7 last year to place number 2 this year. So that growth obviously comes with a lot of positivity. They have been doing very well. Like, there's a reason why they're growing, because they are just more reliable. That's it. If you're looking for a great broker, a great prop firm, and you want to hold your trades overnight, and you want to be able to hold your trades overnight and potentially the weekends, you can also decide to go for a swap-free challenge, so you don't pay any fees, and you're not worried about holding your trades a little bit longer if you want to as well. All right, don't have to if you want to here. So very important, if you want to get access to your funded challenge and you don't win the giveaway, you can get here and click on the link. You can get 8% discount on any funded account with Funded Next with the code Limitless8. All right, gets you to the website. Right now, we're going to give away 2 challenges myself. And yeah, man, also cheers to another guy in our community. Like all the super chats, all the YouTube revenue giveaways. Okay, so let's set it up right now. Let's get our friend Nightbot involved and make it happen. There we go. Ah, look at the bounce. Look at the bounce from gold, by the way. That was a beautiful exit, geez. A beautiful, beautiful exit. We entered here at 23.38. 45, sorry. 45.6 on futures. And we exited on 25.38.5. Right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Took a while, but again, simple. not be too greedy works as well here. Okay. Now let's get you guys involved here. Let's type in funded next, or you type in funded next. Type it in one time only. If you do more time, you get banned. Not from the chat, but you cannot win. The type in funded next. And then we're gonna give away 2 funded next 15K accounts right here. Instead of 125, 215. And you can decide what you want. You can choose the Stellar Lite, the Stellar Express, the 1-step, the 2-step. Funded next has a 1-step function. So 1 step, you're funded, done. Okay? But you can only lose 3% daily, 6% overall. So you need to be more precise with your risk management. Okay? That's for your DJs. If you want to take it slow and you want to have a 10% overall loss and you want to be, you know, kind of playing it safe in the long term because you have a 10% overall loss limit, it's really hard to breach a funded account, trust me, with a 10% overall loss when you apply good risk management. It's really difficult, okay? So it depends what you want, but you can decide. It's all up to you, all right? It is all up to you. It's all up to you. All right, let's roll the dice, man. Let's roll the dice. And let's get you guys in. Nice. Okay. First guy. I know you. This is random, man. This is random. My man Brad in the chat, in the VIP. My man Brad in the building. You won it. Congratulations, my friend. Okay. Send me a message. Customer support in Discord. Very easy. Very simple. Open a customer support ticket and we get you there. Okay. One more. Mr. Moet Vagela, Vagina. Mr. Moet, shout out to you, my friend. Congratulations, my friend. You won a 50K challenge as well here. Send us a message in our group. I need to see if you're here. Quickly. And Thursday is giveaway day, man. Thursday is giveaway day. Funded challenges, not VIP because we're closed. We're going to be closed for a while. So the challenge is what we do here. Okay, make sure that you are there. I got you, man. Beautiful, fantastic. Okay. Incredible. Price shoots up. Okay, we got into our short. We got out of our short. I'm done for today. Okay. A nice 1% on one account, 1% on the other account, 2%. Slowly scaling our account up. We want to get to our 10K, 15K payout as soon as possible. All right. I'm going to leave you guys for today. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow with the NFP, the biggest day of the week. The biggest day of the week. Okay. A lot of news, a lot of liquidity building, a lot of interesting stuff, and a lot of interesting data to go over with tomorrow. Okay. So take care. Take it easy, man. And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.